Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is an exciting video. As you can tell from the title, I am unboxing a new bag, which hopefully will be very exciting when I open it. I have not opened it yet, so you will see my initial reactions on camera. If you've been watching my channel, you know that this has been on my wish list for a while, and I've been really lucky this year so far. I found some really awesome deals, so I've been able to check a couple things off of my wish list, and I am excited to share this one with you. I will do it, obviously my initial reactions and the unboxing, and I will give you a little bit of a tour of the bag, but then I will also, I think if I do like it and if I am excited about it, I will do a comparison video with my classic flap, which is now the current medium to large, but mine's a vintage classic, so that you can see a comparison. That'll be my next video. But I'm super excited to open it, so let's get started. Okay. So all I've done so far is actually open the top of the box so that I didn't have to do that on camera because it wouldn't be very exciting. But I bought this from Linda's Stuff off of eBay. I've bought a few things from her before, including some jewelry, lots of clothes, lots of shoes. I really like it. It's all authenticated. It's basically just, you can consign to Linda's shop similar that you could to like a Yuki's Closet or a Fashion File, that sort of thing. So somebody consigned this and then they sold it to me. I got a best offer price, so I was able to get it for a price that I felt comfortable with. I usually tell you like, oh, I got it for, under 20% or under 10% of retail value or whatever. Because this is a mini, I don't know. I don't know. It's a vintage mini. So I really can't tell what the actual retail price would be, and therefore I don't know what I got, but I have been looking for minis for a while, and I know that I got a really great deal based on what the current market for pre-loved is in certain kinds of conditions. So I'm happy with it. I have no idea. I assume it's probably like around 30% of retail value, maybe 40. I have no idea, but Chanel holds its value so high that it's a lot harder to get something close to like 80% off, get 20% of retail with Chanel. So I'm really happy with this price, and I'm really excited about it, and hopefully it works brilliantly and is wonderful, and I just can't wait anymore, so we have to open it now. Okay, so first thing I am seeing is lots of bubble wrap. Then I have got, there's more bubble wrap inside there. I've got the Linda Stuff gift dust bag. I've got a bunch of these. They're nice. They're kind of more of a stiffer dust bag, so if you want to hold something and keep it more structured, these are good ones for that. Okay, I got the Linda Stuff Leader in Luxury Consignment. Little thing, this is how you can consign it. So you can clear out your closet, they will pick it up, and you'll earn up to 80%. And so you can see all of this sort of stuff. So that is that. Ah. That's it in there. Okay. Things are dropping all over the place. Okay, so tissue paper. Woo. Oh no. I mean, I'm glad they did this, but I'm gonna have to, maybe I won't have to cut it. Let's see. I don't want to hurt the bag though. Oh no, okay, I got it. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, okay. Okay, here it is. Here's the chain. Okay. So it's obviously a mini. Like, I can even tell the quilting, I think itself, each quilt is smaller than on my classic flap. So there are, looks like, almost as many quilts sort of across as there are on the classic flap. They're just all smaller. It's definitely lighter weight, even with the chain. The chains are heavy with Chanel, and that's a good thing. I think it shows kind of quality chain. So the chain does feel heavy. It also feels like, not sticky, but like, I don't know. I may try to clean some of the hardware on it, though. I don't know if it's the leather or the hardware, but okay, so it feels lightweight. It feels fairly structured, maybe more so than my other. I feel like my classic flap, the front sort of structure, is sort of inside the leather holding up that structure, is starting to go a little bit, and this one feels a little bit better, though I can already see it's dented a little bit on the back. So I'll have to make sure I stuff it nicely. but it looks good so far. The handle has plastic on it. Oh my gosh. So it just had a teeny tiny bit on the tip, and I probably should have left it on, but that's okay. So the hardware is in awesome shape. Let's see, I hope you can see that. Because it's got a few scratches, of course, but I don't know if that was just bubble wrap plastic or if that was actually still just on there, but it looks good. It's got the heat stamp, so you know it's vintage, and you know it's probably 14 karat gold plated, so that's nice. I mean, I like that in the vintage bags. I really like to have that, and I have that in my classic flap. I have given thought to selling my classic flap if I wind up using this more, and I'm just kind of too nervous to use that one because of the condition that it's in and how old it is, and it really feels like more of a collector's item to me. Though you certainly could use it, but it's also too big for me. So I don't know. I've given thought to it. If you're really interested in it, you know, let me know. I will link the video about it down below, but I will also do a review for my next video, I think. Okay? So here is what the inside looks like right now. And minis, I think, are all single flaps, so it's similar to mine in that way. I might just keep that stuffing. Okay. Here is what it looks like all the way inside. The interior looks good. It does look really good. Now, there's no date code. It didn't say that there was going to be one. You know, it has been authenticated, but then it's a little bit of a bummer because unless it's somewhere else, but I'm assuming it would be just in the corners like it is on the classic flap, and it probably did have one eventually and just rubbed off, or it's vintage enough that it didn't have one. But I was hoping to try to use the date code to figure out like what year it's from. Linda Stuff is working on sending me, they got it authenticated. They authenticate in-house, but they also took it to another authenticator. I think it was like Anticiliary or something like that. I don't know exactly which one it was, but so they are going to send me that report from that one, which is great. And so maybe it'll say on there what year they think it's from. I'm not sure, but they didn't have it in their description, and I was hoping to use the serial code and figure it out, but unfortunately now I cannot do that. So the inside has a few scratches. Doesn't really have a smell, which is nice. I mean, it smells like leather, you know, but it doesn't have like a bad smell. Doesn't really have any scratches. It's not coming off or peeling at all. Even the flap inside is in good shape. I think this is a really great size. Oh, I'm excited about it. Okay, well, I will, you know, do a little bit of a maybe what fits inside when I do the comparison with the big one, so you can see the different things that fit in. But I think the sizing is really great. The one thing I am noticing about this that is different than other even vintage minis that I've seen are these little Chanel clasps, I guess, at the end of the chain. They look great. I'm excited about them. I love to have some more of the double C's, but maybe that will help me determine the year of this mini, because it may have even been at one point just considered the Chanel small versus the mini, though it doesn't have the double hooks here. It only has the one. So that makes me think that it probably was always a mini because it was always just going to be seen as a shoulder or crossbody bag. Oh, I didn't show you the bottom of the bag and the side of the bag. The corners are in awesome shape. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The only corner issue I see, even up here, you know, where the chain rubs, that's usually such an issue, and it's definitely an issue on my classic flap. The only thing I see is like a little bit of stitching issue right there, but that is it. Or I guess there's two. There's one right here and one right there. But just that stitching issue. Even this side looks good. Oh, I'm really excited about it. This is in really good shape. I'm wondering if I want to keep it. Let me know if you think I should keep it stuffed so that it's not creasing, or just embrace the crease and only stuff it enough to keep the, you know, the back from coming in anymore, because it's doing that already. And maybe even the front when I turn the clasp. Actually, the clasp is pretty good at staying on its own. I don't really have to push it in, so I don't have to worry about messing with the structure in that way. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The lambskin feels really nice. It feels like my old ones too, and like I couldn't tell in the pictures if it was like still, if it had been puffy. My old one is from the mid 1980s, so it wasn't ever puffy. This one I think was puffy because at the bottom there's still like a little bit of puffiness, and that's where I think some of the wrinkles in the back are coming from. But the top flap has like no wrinkles, and so I wonder if maybe the top flap was never very puffy and it was just puffy on the bottom and the back. Kind of feels like that way to me, but it still has a little bit of a puff, so that's nice, and I do want to keep it stored so I can maintain that. But I'm so excited. Okay, let me show you how it looks on me, how it hangs and everything, and then I will try to cut this short so that we can film the other video, because otherwise I'm going to be talking forever. Okay. Okay, so as I keep looking at it, right, as I was walking in here and everything, I've noticed that some of the gold on the chain strap has peeled off, flaked off over time, but some of it is still there, and the parts that aren't gold anymore just kind of look tarnished. You know, they almost look silver in color. So I will see if I can get some of the tarnish off, if it's tarnished or if it actually has peeled off. I will see. But here we go. This is how it looks on my shoulder, and I have tried on like the walk, and I've read about some of the other minis, and they said, you know, this one was, I think, longer than the square mini strap. And so I was like, oh, I don't know, since mine's vintage. And I was worried about it being too long because like the walk strap I think is too long for shoulder. And if I'm going to wear this for evening things, I'm going to want to wear it as a shoulder bag. Usually that's how I wear like my more formal bags. I don't really do crossbody for evening, so I think it's perfect. I think it is like absolutely the perfect size and height for that. I film with my iPhone 7, but I tried it in here between as I was walking over here, and it fits with room to spare. So I'll try to put an older phone or something in when I do my what fits inside with my comparison video, so you can see that. But I think it actually also works nicely as a crossbody in that height. So if I was gonna like just go shopping or something and I wanted this and I wanted to wear it a little bit more casually or hands-free, then I think it totally works like this too. I mean, it's a little bit short, but it's right at my waist, so it's quite comfortable at this height, and I don't think it's really like in the way or anything like that. So I'm happy with it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this bag as much as I do. It was a really exciting unboxing, and I'm really excited to have it in my collection. My next video is going to be the comparison with the classic flap. So if you have any questions you want me to address, please let me know. And if you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe to see more, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.